Well, a lot is happening, and thankfully, all the 38 people abducted in Kwara State have been released. That's the breaking news we're following this time. And all of this is happening in the North Central. You are the senior special assistant to the President, Community Engagement, North Central. What is wrong with the region?
Okay, thank you so much. First, let me congratulate Mr. President for, acting on his word and making sure that the adopted kidnappers' victims from Kwara State have been released, and also 51 out of the 315 students that have been kidnapped in Niger State have also been released as well. This shows that the president is committed in making sure that every citizen in Nigeria is safe and secure. So that's the plus to us. The new dimension that we're facing has been basically based on the new narrative that we've been having from the global stage about people being kidnapped or about Christian genocide. Let me run you through some data from 2001 to 2023. About 1,571 people have been kidnapped in Niger State, but you never heard about the religious dimension of it. And lately, you're hearing that Catholic students are being kidnapped. It's because of the negative narrative or perception that we have a Christian genocide, and you now see the bandits and the terrorists leveraging on that. Most of the people in the high DP counts in Niger State are Muslims, and people are not talking about it.
Well, but before we go into that, now, the North Central region now appears to be the epicenter of these recent kidnappings, of even the farmer-header clashes we have seen in the past, and all of these attacks on communities. Yeah, it's not as if North Central has now been the capital of terrorists or bandits. It's because North Central has been channeled as the zone that we have Christian genocide. We have more killings in the Northeast. We have more killings in the Northwest. But because of the attention of the numbers of killings of Christians, that's why you have more attention to North Central. And because of the new development of terrorist group hanging around Kogi State and Kwara State, who have not been there before, have brought the new development of the kidnappings and all the things you're seeing. So it has never been there before. Not the ungoverned forests in Kogi, Yaba East, Yaba West are now being occupied by bandit action, which we didn't see in the last decade. For Plateau State and Benue State, there have been decades of crisis from 2001 to date. So their own crises have been there from that from that time up to this moment. So it's not as if the crisis is just occurring or North Central is now on the front page. It's because of the new narrative that we have on the global stage, tagging Nigeria as having high level of Christian genocide coming from Benue State and Plateau State. Of course, the people in Benue State are majorly Christians, and the people in Plateau State are majorly Christians as well. That's why when you see the levels of killings that is happening are majorly affected by the Christian community. But that doesn't mean that the Muslim community in those states are not also and that doesn't mean they were particularly targeted because of their religion.
Yes, they are not targeted. But now we have given other bandits the narrative to now start targeting Christians, just to prove to the global state that no, it's actually Christians that are being targeted, which I think it has exposed our vulnerability. We shouldn't classify killings based on religions alone. We should classify it based on what is happening and who is responsible for it. We can call it a spade, and not classify it in religious dimension.
Well, indeed, the government also acknowledges that there is a problem. These killings, these violent attacks are happening. Yes. Nobody is denying the fact. But more worrisome is the fact that before a lot of these things happen, there are intelligence reports. Even what happened in Niger State, also Kwara State and some parts of the country, there are intelligence reports, but what happens? What do we do with this intelligence? It seems we get the intelligence report, but stopping it from happening is the problem. Why so?
No, that's why we keep it. Okay, well, what happened in Yellow West also faced that kind of, issue where there was intelligence reports about people that are going to attack, and there was attack, and, it took even after a week for somebody to be arrested, which I think the president called out when he visited Benue State, that the IG should make sure that somebody is being held responsible because it was a brutal attack. And it shows a whole high level of negligence that we have from the security team to make sure that for a week of an occurrence, over 200 people died and nobody was arrested. But by now we have already a lot of arrests. In Plateau State, the military have arrested over 1,500 people that have been attached to a criminal offense. So we're changing the narrative. We are also encouraging the community to give us intelligence reports as soon as they get it. So with the creation of my office community engagement, we've set up community peace structures in Kogi State, Benue State, and Plateau State because of the nature of the occurrences that have been happening lately, for the community to get closer to us and give us intelligence as soon as it's happening, so that we can help the security agency with the relevant information. We also train them about intelligence gathering, communication skills, so that they know what to do, how to identify small little problems that we can escalate into higher level for analysis and also reporting. So we've encouraged communities at different levels. We've trained stakeholders from the traditional leaders to the NCWS leader, to the Farmers Association, to the MAGBA group, all of them together to understand the importance of giving us intelligence reports as soon as they get it.